saying Miracle, that's Big Chill, GBC Hero, no good, that's a boy, wipe, no refill, we absolute, that's overkill, that Destiny, you adopted that, I'm a hero. Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. All right, so right here we got the return of a classic matchup, and I swear, like, every time me and this dude play against each other, man, it ends up, when he's playing Earth Machines, it ends up being a long duel. So yeah, we got the return of the Earth Machine God here, and he's gonna start off with trying to search out 2 Machinas. We're gonna go ahead and ash that, and then when he does add off of the other one, we're gonna go ahead and droll. And yeah, I was hoping the ash would be enough, you know, to stop him the first time, but unfortunately it was not, and the droll will be, and he's gonna set 3 back row cards. So yeah, you know, not looking too pretty. You know, those got to be floodgates and stuff. And you know, I've been hit with like a solemn, what is it, solemn warning or solemn strike, you know, quite a few times, and my opening hand's not all that great. So you know, he goes rivalry, which we don't really care about. Well, we do end up caring about inside of this matchup, because unfortunately I'm not playing a normal hero deck. With the instant contact, I'm actually playing my Handloop hero deck, so there are a lot of different card types inside of my extra deck right here, but we are still able to use those to go ahead and go into our Soul Day, because they are all warriors. A Soul Day is going to get imperm there, unfortunately, so all we can do is attack over the Goliath, and yeah, we're going to get urgent scheduled, and we're going to go ahead and ash that. And if you took a look at my hand there, we got another ash when he tries to do that. So like, yeah, my opening hand was like 3 ash, droll, and instant contact that I drew, like the elemental hero graceful charity for turn. So yeah, I drew a bunch of hand traps, and we're just gonna have a slow time trying to finish him off here, because that rivalry is actually like keeping us from doing quite a few things. I can't link climb into none of my other stuff because they all have to be warriors. So we're going to go ahead and attack with those 2 right there. Go ahead and link those off to go ahead and get our Soul Day effect to add a warrior that we can use next turn. So we're going to go ahead and grab our Vion. We can't summon him this turn, but he'll be good for next turn. We're going to go ahead and send an equip card here. And the thought is, you know, is to be able to special summon out my Vion next turn if I need to. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and get the Durandal with the Renaud's effect, so we can go ahead and have the Fire Flint Lady in hand. And yeah, you know, that was just kind of the plan. I could have also went Living Fossil there. Living Fossil might have actually been a better idea, so that I could bring that Denier back, and I could have been able to, you know, make DPE. So we'll say that's a slight play mistake slight play mistake error right there, because yeah, it would have been much better to go with Living Fossil, bring back the Denier. I could have summoned my Vion, sent the Shadow Mist, and then added my Mally, and yeah, we would have just had like much better plays for next turn. Down comes the Machina Fortress. A Soul Day is off the board now. And, you know, I'm just like, at this point, I feel like my best play is to go ahead and drop the plasma on him. And, you know, people were asking what was in the world was going on with this game. So, yeah, he got like quadruple hand trap there. So, yeah, just trying to decide what's the best way to go about this turn. I'm going to go ahead and summon Vion, use his effect, and actually like messed up right here too. I went ahead and sent the Shadow Mist instead of the Mally, which, you know, I should have just went ahead and just sent the Mally. And yeah, so we're gonna see that mistake come up here, and you know, it's like, I already did it, I'm not gonna take it back. So we're gonna go ahead and add the Stratos instead, so that maybe the next turn I can go ahead and blow up that rivalry. Or actually, I was going to. Yeah, I should have just went ahead and blew up the rivalry, right? Yeah, there's quite a few play mistakes made in this game, because I could have blew up the rivalry, but instead I went ahead and decided to go ahead and add the plasma. And yeah, if I had got rid of the rivalry, I don't have a link to, but I also don't think that I managed to add Poly there, unless I already, no, I didn't. Like, I just played, I absolutely played so bad this game. We're going to go ahead and tribute all 3 of those for plasma, get the Machina Fortress, and, you know, we're just going to try to, you know, skill drain him. We're going to floodgate him like he floodgated us. But, you know, like I said, we probably could have won this match a long time ago if I had played a little bit more correctly. We're going to go ahead and activate Denier's effect, special summon him from grave to get the extra damage. We're going to put Mally on top. I actually do have the polymerization in hand, so I was just like, if Mally survives this turn, I mean, if Denier survives this turn and I draw the Mally, I can go ahead and poly. But that's going to be unfortunate. I think he drew urgent schedule here. So I'm getting urgent scheduled again. No Ash. All 3 Ash are gone. And so, yeah, even though he can bring out 2 monsters, at least we have the DPE. I mean, not the DPE, but we have the plasma out on board to keep them from you know, doing way too much. And yeah, we got the Sonic Drink on deck there, so we're gonna take a refreshment break while he tries to decide what he can do, the big nothing that he can do against this plasma here. You're gonna see the, what is it, like the tunneler, and I think the Super Express machine come down. It's gonna start link summoning stuff, like, because he can still get his shuffle Pot of Avarice effect inside of the graveyard. So you're gonna see Augur, the tunneler come down, of course the Pot of Avarice, shuffle those back off in there to be able to draw 2 more cards. We're kind of not worried here because I don't think, like, I don't know, there's just like been quite a few times where I brought out plasma on him and he just wasn't able to do anything to it. You know, the only thing that sucks is that I am going to lose my Denier there. And yeah, it's going to mess up my DPE play that I wanted to be able to do. And then also on top of that comes down Regulus. And this right here is going to turn up to be like some weird, like crazy loop where he just keeps on Regulus in me. And I didn't draw anything efficient enough to be able to like just like out this thing. So I'm trying to decide. I really want to get DPE on the board, but then at the same time I also don't want to get Citadel'd, and I don't want to get I don't want Theory and Regulus to negate my poly, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So he's able to attribute this thing to bring out the Citadel. And yeah, it's just something he's going to start looping here. So it's going to draw the game out even more. We're going to go into the battle phase. And like I said, I feel like, you know, I probably should have went for DPE a whole lot earlier here. But that thing right there, when it goes to the graveyard, it lets him add any Earth Machine back to his hand. And I just felt like DPE wouldn't be able to do enough to stop him if he like drew like and just started going like heavy combo, because a lot of his stuff is like, you know, just requires like 1 machine to like start linking off and doing stuff. So we're going to go ahead and attack over the Citadel there, because the Therian Regulus basically has that thing attached to it. And so if it goes to the graveyard, he's going to be able to add an Earth Machine back, which is going to give him like a constant source of card advantage, which, you know, is pretty much doing anyway. Now he's able to send spells and traps to special summon this guy back out that allowed him to tribute to bring out the Citadel last time. And yeah, this is going to keep doing that for a minute. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're still like drawing dead here. You know, for as powerful as this deck usually is, like this tournament, it just did not go well for my Handloop hero deck. Just like I drew a lot of weird hands that I wasn't able to do too much with. And, you know, it's crazy because the deck really only needs to get 2 warriors out on the board in order to really do stuff. But I wasn't able to do it most of the day. And yeah, so, you know, with Rivalry here, we still, like, we had the chance to destroy it. Like, we probably could have won this game a long time ago. We threw this match completely. So here goes the Machina Overdrive, which is, you know, more cards to let him draw. Starts popping his own stuff. But basically, I think he was just trying to get into more ways to draw. You're going to see him send a continuous spell there to bring back out the Link monster once again. And, you know, we're probably going to be seeing Citadel again. Probably could have. Nah, this is like, I feel like, you know, even if I destroy the Regulus, it just keeps coming back anyway. So leave that out there on board and not try to leave like his Earth Machines that he can like exceed summon with and stuff. So yeah, he's trying to decide here if he wants to do the what he wants to do here. And there goes the Machine of Overdrive, where he's going to destroy the Link monster, bring out the Metal Cruncher. You see Citadel back out there once again. And yeah, we just have not been able to do anything. It's crazy because Polymerization is one of our most powerful cards inside of our deck, and I just haven't been able to do anything with it. And you know, this all goes back to that play choice to add plasma instead of destroying the rivalry when I had a chance to earlier. So we're going to go ahead and finally attack over the Regulus, because like his board is starting to fill up, and I feel like it's about time that I try to do something else to try to go with a different tactic here. So we are going to go ahead and, you know, go ahead and bust out. I was thinking I was going to go ahead and bust out the Polymerization and fuse my Mali and my Plasma to go ahead and make DPE. But I'm just scared that, you know, when that happens, he just has like so much going on that DPE's one pop just wouldn't be able to handle. So yeah, just making sure that the thing gets to add. And yeah, he just ended up with a bunch of cards in hand. I was like, dang, how you get so many cards? And yeah, it was the add, the draw, and then, you know, the card that he already had in hand. So down comes this guy. He's going to link them off into this guy again. We're staring him down again, the big tribute guy. But he's able to, you know, go ahead and bring out a 4K attacker now. And that will give him enough damage to get over my Plasma. So yeah. Very, very fortunate for him. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to kill me, but yeah, he's going to be able to go ahead and attack over my Plasma here, or he would have been able to attack over my Plasma here. And he's going to negate my Nib with Regulus, which pretty much is going to keep me from dying here. But yeah, the Nib. And then there goes the Zeus. And, you know, slight things is like went from worse to worse to me. He's going to also get this other draw by shuffling these cards back in. And he'll get to draw one. At least it ain't draw two like the other one was. But, yeah, it's all good, you know. And he sets another pink card. And we're going to draw for turn here. And basically, like, I have to try to figure out how to out the Zeus. We're going to Crosskeeper and bring him out to go ahead and bring out this Liquid Soldier. And we're going to go ahead and be able to poly here. We're going to poly those off to go ahead and make our Sunrise. And the Sunrise is going to get imperm. So now I regret here not bringing out Big Chill. But, you know, it didn't matter. We're going to draw two, discard one. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Nib. And now I just want to be able to get another warrior out on board. We're going to also have banished the Crosskeeper to draw two and then put one back to the bottom, because we did special summon an elemental hero from our extra deck. And yeah, just trying to decide what's here. Like I have like In Shuffle and I have Book of Eclipse, and it's just like I have quite a few choices and I'm trying to decide what's the best thing to do. Like I really want him to Zeus so that we can get rid of that rivalry, so I can try to do some other things with my extra deck. We're going to go ahead and In Shuffle, and we're going to use the In Shuffle effect. And I just didn't have like many E-Heroes left inside of my deck at this point, so we're going to Stratos to go ahead and grab our Spirit of Neos. He'll be able to help protect our life points next turn, and you know, also possibly give us a play going into next turn with the In Shuffle. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead, and I thought the Neospatian, the water one, I'm pretty sure it was like inside of there. So yeah, for some reason he's going to go ahead and Zeus there. No, he didn't Zeus there, did he? What did he do? Oh no, he activated. Yeah, he did Zeus there. Oh, because I went to battle phase and I pretended like I had Honest Neos. So you can go ahead and force out the Zeus here. I will go ahead and set a back row, see if we can force out that other Zeus effect. I feel like pretty confident now since I have the Spirit of Neos. I feel like he won't be able to kill me, and also have the Book of Eclipse. So we're going to Book of Eclipse the Zeus just because he went ahead and activated the effect. And when he goes to attack with the Augur thing or whatever his name is, we're going to go ahead and bring out our Spirit of Neos, We're going to add that in shuffle because we're just playing like the 2 in shuffle, 1 instant contact. The Zeus is going to flip up. He's going to get a draw. And now I'm trying to decide what I can do now that the rivalry is finally gone. But yeah, y'all see how this ends up just being a long, grindy match. Like, just like the floodgates, man. The floodgates make Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty difficult. So trying to decide what I can do here. What are my best options? Because I'm pretty much like running out of monsters inside of my deck. So yeah, not a lot of options here. We're going to go ahead and shuffle him back in to bring out the vanilla Neos. And I'm also like checking to see what elemental heroes I still have left inside of my deck, which is not much, to be honest, because they're like all I've like pretty much like went through and used a lot of everything. So trying to decide what I should do here. I really wanted to get the vanilla Neos into the graveyard so I could, you know, shuffle him back off in there with the in shuffle to go ahead and get that free draw. And I don't think I have any extra how do you say, I don't have any extra whatchamacallit, any better like link twos to get out. But, you know, I probably should have did this like way earlier in the game because I was pretty sure that the other Neospatian was inside of my graveyard. But for some reason I just never made this play. So we're gonna shuffle back in the Dolphin and the Stratos to go ahead and draw a card. And yeah, should have did that a long time ago. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that draw one. And still trying to decide what I can do here. We're going to go ahead and activate the in shuffle. He was checking to make sure that that it's not like one of these effects can be used per turn. We're going to special summon out the Stratos that we just shuffled in. And we're going to use his effect to grab the Spirit of Neos again, just to, you know, make sure that we're not exactly dying here because we're starting to get like pretty low on life points. And yeah, I think like I'm just kind of completely running out of options here. Just don't have a lot left. We're going to go ahead and link those off into the extra hero, the Cross Crusader. We're going to activate his effect to go ahead and put the Mali back on top. And we're going to go ahead and link those two to go ahead and make our Wonder Driver. We're going to use the Mali effect. We just put him back off in there. We're going to special summon out Mali to the zone that Wonder Driver points to so that we can recycle our poly. And with the poly, we're going to use the Mali and the Spirit of Neo, since he is a level 6 or higher monster, to go ahead and make DPE. And I think he only had like 500 or 600 life points left. So DPE, attack reduction on Zeus, pretty much lowered him down to 0 with all the heroes I have in my grave. And we're able to win that grind game eventually. That I should have won a long time ago, but, you know, made a couple of play mistake errors there. Not good, all right? But yeah, that was game 1 right there. Like really long game 1. And now going into game 2, I think there was like 2 minutes left. So basically, you know, I was just like, I need to draw like 2 hand traps to keep him from burning me with the Gustav Max thing. I think that's his name. But yeah, I only ended up like, I shuffled out, I put out like everything, like anything that could do damage to me. So like a hero lives, my instant contact and everything, and just like any hand trap that I had inside of my deck and extra deck, I just put it inside of my deck, just hoping to draw 2 hand traps to be able to do anything with. And as you can see, as my opponent is, you know, very easily playing out his turn here, yeah, I did not draw 2 hand traps. All I drew was Ghost Bell, and I tried to, you know, have an opportunity to be able to use the effect of Ghost Bell to stop him from doing stuff, but unfortunately, like, I was not able to do it. He's going to go ahead and detach there to special summon from deck, and that's going to go ahead and get the Regulus there. And yeah, Regulus. And you know, we kind of had like a small discussion about this, because he told me that like after this point, like he told me that when he went to do that, I just went ahead and ghost bailed. And he said, oh, like at the end of the match, he was like, you ghost bailed the wrong thing. And, you know, as I went to tell him, I only had one hand trap in my hand. So even if I had attempted to ghost bail the right thing, is just like, if you had known that, hey, this is like what I need to go off in order to win the game, you would have just negated it with Regulus anyway. So it didn't really matter what I ghost bailed at that point. Regulus was there to regulate. And yeah, he just continues on with Machina stuff. And that's just going to allow him to special summon. This is going to allow him to get the Citadel out there. And yeah, there goes the Gustav Max. So this long game one match is going to end in a draw. So yeah, bad play there on my behalf. Could have won the game at some point, like quite a while ago. It's been a while since I played with this deck. I thought it might be good, but you know, after like playing it this week, I was like, it's definitely not as strong as it was the last time I played with it. But you know, it is what it is. You know, trying to, you know, just find something different to play at locals until, you know, my next regional comes up. So appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Man, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he's shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at our world.